Welcome in, race fans. This is Jason with First Gear Network here with you live from Monza with the First Gear Racing GT3 series. We're here for round 6 of the season. Pull up our race info for you guys while we introduce y'all to Monza. Track length for tonight's race, 3.56 miles. We've got an ambient air temp of 66 degrees with 50% humidity, clear skies, and very light 2-mile-an-hour wind. That's having our track temperature at 80 degrees Fahrenheit. We're scheduled for our usual practice session, which is more than halfway through now. And then we will be into our 20-minute qualifying session here shortly. And then our 15-minute sprint race, followed by a 45-minute feature race. Just checking out different camera angles as we're watching cars get their practice laps in. So far, fastest on track is Travis Roberto in the 028 car. He's run a 139.950. Kyle Heath just a 10th back. James Hodgson sitting about a half a second back. Same with Adam Lowe. And then a little bit bigger gap back to Kendall Paul in 5th. He's 1.5 back currently. So far 12 cars have made a lap time. We've still got 3 more. Oh, there's another one. Tyler Merritt gets his first lap on. So 13 cars have made a lap time here in practice. We've got 2 more still to make laps that have joined so far. Michael Moquin out there on track in the 5 in the Corvette, followed by James Malloy in the 92. Kendall Paul, the 78 McLaren, followed closely by Tommy Thompson right now on track. Racing a version of Monza. As you can see, they're getting ready to come up to it here on the front stretch. There's usually a chicane right there that you have to take, but that one is taken out for this event. So you come around full song, full throttle all the way through this corner, and then you come up to the second chicane, which is part of this track. Oh! Pretty close between those two. A lot of debris in that section of the track. There's been a lot of cars off there, so we're seeing, oh boy. Seeing a lot of debris get kicked up on the track, a lot of dust and gravel coming off of the cars when they go in that section of track. So that's only going to build up and get worse as the night goes on, I fear. But ought to provide for some good excitement. Again, 13 cars have made laps. Looks like Edwin James and George Buck have not yet. George is still on pit road currently. Looks like Edwin's coming out to cross the line on his out lap. So now he is being timed. So looks like he had, is that the 32? A Ben Summerford go around him right there. Baker was almost pushing that Porsche down the straightaway. All right, down the chicane, hard, heavy braking. All right, both of them keep it on track there. This camera shot kind of gives you a little bit of, I guess, helicopter view, along with the regular standard TV cameras. It's a good mix. Just testing things out, just to know what works for the race tonight. Up over the bridge here. That's pretty cool. Got about 8 minutes left of practice here before we get to qualifying. Oh, I think Ben might have spun off track there. Oh. Edwin times in at a 1:43.165 for his first lap. Too hard going into that corner. Kyle Heath there in his pit boss Porsche. James Malloy just jumped up to 5th. Nice lap in that Mustang. 92 car just ran a 141.177 to take P5 here in practice. Coming up on the 14 of Joseph Klein right in front of him here. See Kyle Heath coming across the stripe. Can he do any more? There it is, a 139.808 to take the fastest lap of the session. Puts him a 10.5 up in front of Travis, so almost a 0.3 of a second swing there between his lap times. Good improvement. Travis is out on track, going to try to better his lap. P3 in the session is Adam Lowe. P4, James Hodgson. Look at the paint on that car. Reflective on the sides. That's a good looking car right there. Then again, as discussed earlier, James Malloy had gotten up to P5. Kendall Paul is P6. Joseph Klein, P7. Tyler Merritt, P8. Neither of them are on track right now. Dakota Cleland in the 09. He is in P9. Running a McLaren tonight. Michael Moquin in the Corvette in the 5 car. Oscarella Motorsports 5 car. We have Ben Summerford in 11th currently. The 32. It looks like Kyle Heath was running a little bit faster, 1:39.681, and then Ben just went from 11th to 6th with that lap. Good lap. Edwin James just ran a little bit quicker to get to P11. Puts Michael Moquin from 10th back to 12th. Mark Owlett, he's on pit road currently in 13th. Tommy Thompson is 14th, and George Buck has got the student driver car out tonight. He is in a Ford Mustang student driver car. Love it. That's pretty cool. We just caught him at the end of a wreck there, so he's towed back to pits. And we've got just coming up to 3 minutes left in the session. Check out here and see what Travis is going to do on his lap time. James not recording any super fast lap time there, but I think he's trying to run a little bit longer run here, just see how this car handles out over a run. He's one of our top 3 that have made the most laps in practice, I think. Nope, that's Adam Lowe. P3, Adam Lowe has run over 10 laps. He's about to complete his 11th. Kendall Paul, almost 12 laps completed, and Dakota Cleland has completed, there he goes to P6 for Dakota as well on completing his 11th lap. So those are our highest lap getters for this practice session. Practice is coming to an end. We just got a few seconds left in the session now. All right, so everybody's going to get reset to pits. And then qualifying should open up here. See who's the first one out. All right, it is qualifying time, folks. Kyle, I feel you. I'm hoping that you have a better outcome for yourself and not so much trouble like you did last week. And hopefully Monza treats you well tonight. Good luck. Appreciate you tuning in while you're racing as well. Currently in this session, a lot of cars getting out on track. First one to get out first and lead this pack is the 028 of Travis Roberto. Not too far behind him is the 58 of Adam Lowe. And then we've got a couple cars still on the track. I think just letting it, I kind of let it space out just a little bit, but I don't know, we got a pretty good train rolling behind these guys here of cars all kind of in a line, as you can tell in the track map on the top right of the screen. I can't speak. I don't know why do I do this broadcasting thing? I can't talk for nothing half the time. Apologize. All right, so out laps be darned. It's time to hit the stripe and be on the clock. So Travis is going to be the first one to get to do that. And we'll watch those lap times at the bottom, show us the sector times and everything as well. Yellow sector times mean it's slower than your personal best. Green means it's your personal best, and the purple means session best. The best of everybody in that sector. So that'll let us know who's got super good laps going once these guys get a few laps down. And remember, in qualifying, any type of incident points that iRacing deems an off-track contact, spin, all of those deem those laps that you're on when they happen invalid, and they do not count for qualifying. As we see, Adam was the session best in Sector 1, Travis session best in Sector 2. Who gets Sector 3 between these two guys? It kind of pulled out in front of everybody else here. Travis. So he's going to go out there and try to put this pole run down and say, come catch me, boys. All right, 2, 3, and 4 go to Travis. Adam's a little bit slower than his out lap in sectors 3 and 4. Let's see this lap time from Travis. Waiting. There it is, 139.311, followed by Adam with a 140.155. Michael throws a 141.282. Next car we're going to see should be Kyle. Kyle goes third, a 140.374. 1 full second off of Travis's lap time. See a lot of green on the bottom there. Kendall Paul goes fourth. Just trying to get to him. Joseph Klein goes seventh. James Hodgson just goes P4. Comes Ben Summerford. Alright, so his first lap didn't count. Edwin James just clocks in P9 with a, a 141.833. Dakota clocked in 10th, 141.845. Tommy Thompson clocked in 11th with a 144.588. Travis's last lap, a little bit faster, 139.31. Kyle Heath got closer, 139.999. Five minutes, almost 6 minutes down in the session, 14 to go. The track temp not being super hot, I think there's extra grip there to be had. It's just about getting the tires at the right temp, which maybe takes a little bit longer, but that outlap at this track being over 3 miles long, probably enough to get the tires up to temp. And I feel like maybe with the track temp being a little bit lower, these tires will run faster longer. Won't have as much of a drop off possibly. Ben Summerford just jumped up to 6th on 141.209. We see Adam Lowe did have a session best first sector. Sectors 2 and 3, not his personal best though. Sector 4 as well. Oh no! Car out and into the wall. Travis just came across the line on 139.5. A couple tenths slower than his best lap. .141.1 or 0.71 for Kyle Heath. Kendale Paul is trying to make something happen here maybe. Good sectors in 1 and 3, and then session best in sector 4. He comes across the line, jumps 2 spots up to P5 with a 140.942. Good lap. I'm amazed at these cars that are staying close to each other, maybe trying to use the draft of the car in front of them to gain a little bit momentum, but if you accidentally bump that car or misjudge a braking point, I mean, any type of contact ruins that lap, so you got to be careful about that. These guys are trying. There's some dust, gravel on the track from that first chicane. Looks like things are starting to slow down for our front guys here trying to make laps here. Travis just came across the line. 139.5. Here comes Kyle. Trying to make up, but he's yellow. Okay, he's coming to pit road. All right, let's see, who else haven't we seen here? Mark Allette in the 80. Jumps up a spot to P12. Gets ahead of Tommy Thompson with a 142.646. Joseph Klein just jumped 2 spots up to 8th with a 141.083. George Buck, Tyler Merritt, no laps for them. It doesn't look like Tyler's in the room. Getting no in-car info from him, so I'm assuming he's not in the lobby anymore. Past halfway through the qualifying session here. coming to 9 minutes to go here in just a moment. See if Mark, he's green the first 3 sectors. Oh, a little bit of yellow in that 4th sector. Let's ride with him here. Let's watch. See if Mark can better that lap time. Tries to get us through that last corner. Carry that speed and momentum out of corner exit here. Tommy runs on 143.5. Mark runs on 142.053 for his best lap. It keeps him P12. Catch up with the front runners here and see how they're doing. So Travis is in the pits. Adam is in the pits. That's 1st and 3rd in qualifying. P2, 4 and 5 are out. Kyle Heath is on his outlap. Dakota Cleveland on his outlap. And James Malloy is on his outlap as well. And then Michael Moquin is right there behind Kyle. Michael's on an outlap as well. So these laps don't count as an outlap. Just come off pit road. Trying to get the tires warm. Get the car hooked up to the track so that way when you come around to hit that start finish line, this car is ready to go, ready to fly. See if these guys get some best laps out of these runs here in the second half of qualifying. .904 for Tommy Thompson. That's his best lap. Still P13, but got him closer to Mark for that battle for 12th between those two. They've been running, kind of going back and forth on each other here. Again, our provisional pole sitter, Travis Roberto, is on pit road, comfortably almost 7/10 up on his fastest lap to Kyle Heath. Kyle is on his 2nd run now. He's come off pit road, and this is lap 1 of the 2nd run to try to get that better spot. Sector times are telling me him and Michael both. Michael's right there behind him, staying with him pretty well here. So yellow, green, green for Kyle. Green, yellow, green for Michael. Both of them 2 sectors their best. That's good. See what happens here. Showing Kyle's time is 5 minutes. I don't know why it's doing that. And Michael Moquin just ran the best sector 4 out of anybody. 139.6 for Kyle. 141.2 for Michael. So Kyle got closer. Cut that gap in about half. James Hodgson up to P4 and cars 202. 140.602. The Mustang flying. Five minutes left to qualifying. Got a few cars on pit road here. We see Tommy Thompson way out in the gravel there. Comes back on track. He'll be bringing that with him. I think he stayed off and reset the pits. Yep. Kyle Kyle Heath has hit pit road. I think he said that 139.6 is probably going to be it. Getting a P2 starting position for tonight's sprint race. I'm following with James here. Not personal best in sectors 1 and 2, but personal best in sector 3. As he comes down here to sector 4, personal best. So the back end of this lap is faster. Comes around the last corner. Looks to have a really good center corner speed there. Let's see what happens as he comes to the line. No, gave something up somewhere. He's almost, just over 2 seconds off the pole sitter's pace. And it was a 10th off of his best lap that he ran last lap, so pretty close. How about P5, Dakota Cleland. Been MIA here for a minute since the season started. Been busy with life and not been able to really be on and race. And back here on the track this week. Ran the Indy cars with us on Monday. And now here he is in the GT3 series saying, hey, I remember how to do this. Let's go. And so far, sitting at P5. When you look at the timing for our grid here in qualifying, we literally have positions, basically what, P3 through P10 are all just 1.1 seconds apart on their best lap. So this is really close for everybody. Oh, see the car get uneasy for Dakota there. He's going to reset the pits. Hi Tanya, how are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. Let's see, Edwin, let's see where he's at on track. Okay, so he's gone through the first chicane, coming down to the second one here. So far, first sector a little bit slower, sector 2 is fastest, sector 3 a little bit slower. See if he can make something happen here. Oof. Using all the track and some of the curbing. Hey Tim, good to have you with us. Dakota's your little bro. Alright, cheering for Dakota. Got some fans in the seats tonight. See if what he could do with that number 09 car. So far, currently sitting P5 in qualifying. He's in the pits now as we've just got just over a minute left of the qualifying session here. See, Edwin he did get a better time there. 141.434 for his best lap. He's one of just a couple cars that are still out. Looks like Tommy Thompson's still out on track. Coming down the last minute of the session. Joseph Klein. Oop. And as soon as you go to him, he's out there, out in the gravel. Just 20 seconds left. I don't think anybody's got a real chance of getting back to the stripe before qualifying ends. So this will most likely end the session with no new laps. And we will move on to our sprint race. Again, 2 races in this series. We start with a 15-minute sprint race that the qualifying and right now has set the field for. Then after that sprint race, we invert the field and have a 45-minute feature race. So as it sets up here, let's see if it'll give me the grid. Maybe. There we go. Travis and Kyle are going to be on the front row. Adam and James on row 2, Dakota and James Malloy on row 3, Kendall and Joseph on row 4. Ben and Michael, row 5. Edwin and Mark, row 6. Think we've also got, there we go, Tommy Thompson and Tyler Merritt in row 7, and George Buck rounding out the field in P15, starting in row 8 by himself there. I don't know if Tyler made it back. I think he came in, practiced, and exited, so I'm not 100% certain on that. Again, we'll pull up our race info again. Ambient temperature 66 degrees, track temp 78 degrees, 49% humidity, clear skies, 3-mile-an-hour wind. It looks like we're just going to have 14 cars for tonight's race, as the 38 of Tyler Merritt is not gridded up. It's going to be a wild start with this long straightaway. The first chicane on the front stretch is not used in this event tonight. So these guys will get to get up the full song, full speed, make that long sweeping turn 1, and then make it into the first chicane, which is after that long turn 1, and that's heavy braking. We'll see how everybody does getting through that. Out of the last corner here, the pace car is going to drop off down the pit road.
Green.
And we are green. Here we go. I see some crazy moves back there behind everybody here. Travis gets clear. Kyle comes up in front of him. Adam Lowe to the inside of Kyle Heath. Here we come into the braking section. We've got a car out in the gravel. That's James Hodgson. Here we go, braking, heavy braking into the chicane. Oh, we see Kent Hale just jumping the curbing back there in the back. Oh, I hear a slide off. Is that Adam? Gets back on. Oh, no. Damage for Joseph Klein and for James Malloy. Heavy damage. Let's go back. Watch this as it looks like 92 follows the 58, goes wide, gets loose. Oh, the 14 tries to avoid. Nowhere to go. 92 reset back to pits. Alright, rough start. Front 2 runners, their top 2 positions are off and going here. Travis and Kyle have a pretty big gap over the rest of the field after that lap 1. As Dakota is up to P3. Great start for Dakota, keeping it clean. He's got challenge close nearby, the 5. Oh, looks like I've just got a report. Edwin James just crashed. Let's see what happened here. Oh no. Followed Mark in. Oh, both of them out into the gravel trap. Oh. Looks like Kyle may be taking a shot at the lead here over Travis. Going on the outside. Travis goes for the crossover. They are side by side again. Travis has the line. Kyle is running good there on the outside. Oh, these guys are racing so tight. Kyle lets off, goes for the crossover as well on Travis. Here we go. These Porsches are putting it together here. This is a heck of a battle. Kyle's gotten clear Tyler or Travis. Let's see how long this run goes here. See if Travis can get back to him and get up next to him here. Did get reports as well. Looks like Ben may have gotten marked with a crash as well. Goes by. Chicane. Oh, car gets loose. That'll do it. A lot more off tracks for guys, but no other heavy wrecks it looks like. James Malloy is being reset to pits, and I don't think it shows him actually sitting on pit road. He still is there, okay. Again, this battle for the lead, staying close. Adam Lowe has gotten by Dakota for third. Dakota is under pressure from now. Looks like James Hodgson and Michael Moquin are battling for fifth and sixth right behind. Kendale's not too far behind that group either. So those guys are all real close together. Currently, Kendale Paul has the fastest lap of the race, a 1:40.88 last lap by. This gap between James and Michael is pretty tight. Like the 46, Edwin James came down pit road. Looks like I've got a record of maybe Mark having an issue. Let's take a look here. Nope. A little heavy. The rear end comes around there. Heavy hit with the nose into the wall. Loses the front bumper. Was able to get her straight and keep going. Racing a modified now. Check back in on the lead as Kyle and Travis still battling it out for first and second. They pulled out over a 6-second lead over third place Adam Lowe. Again, Dakota's in fourth. James is in fifth. Kendale is now in sixth as he's gotten by Michael. Michael's in seventh. Tommy Thompson is in eighth. George Buck and his student driver Mustang running ninth. Mark is 10th with his modified. Ben is running 11th. Joseph Klein 12th. Again, he had lap one early contact when the 92 kind of got loose and came out and kind of spun down in front of him. Really had nowhere to go. Caught up in that. He has made a pit stop. Edwin James has also made a pit stop. He is close. 1 minute 22 seconds behind the lead because he just made that pit stop last time by. But he's the closest to the leaders, obviously, running in 13th. James is sitting on pit road. He's gone down 3 laps now, 4 laps. And then Tyler Merritt never joined in for this race. Okay. Lead battle is still heating up. We're going to jump in and ride with Travis here for a moment. A little bit of trouble for Dakota there. He was getting notifications that he was getting passed. So he drops back to 7th. Yeah, just watching here, looks like Travis is staying right around that half a second to 6/10 of a second back. Using the straightaway to try to use the draft and pull back up to Kyle here. They're both running pretty close. 2.5 seconds faster Kyle was that lap, but they're running pretty close lap times. Adam Lowe's just a little bit off from them. On lap time, he is just under 8 seconds back in third. He's got a 4-second gap over James in the 202. But this battle here between these three, they've kind of pulled away from Dakota. Dakota's running 7th, but you have 4th, 5th, and 6th. James, Michael, and Kendall here all battling. Oh no! Heavy contact there off of that corner. We had a string of crashes there. I'm going to go back here. We're going to look for Ben gets registered with a crash. Looks like he was off track for about 5 seconds here. A little bit of too much speed into that corner. And then we also have Michael, who is in the middle of this battle. Just gets a little wide. Ooh, hard hit. And then what we just saw live, James gets wide. And there was really nowhere to go. We've seen that a couple times so far this race. So that shakes up the field again. And don't look now. Dakota's back to 4th. Kendall decided to come down pit road. Excuse me, he's got to get his damage fixed. Oh, I heard something. Michael Moquin, the 5 car, her tire's locking up, and I got a report. Ah, that corner gets him again on entry this time and not exit. Gets it out of the racing line. Back up over the curving. Back going straight. Loses the position with that spin. He falls back to 6th as James Hodgson takes over 5th. Ben Summerford just got by Mark Owlett for 11th. Mark may have... He's still racing that modified, Mark is. No front end. Then we check in with Edwin. Again, he made an early pit stop, but he's still on the lead lap, but he is running P13. So Kyle Heath just pulled out to a 2.5-second lead. We are down to our last minute here of the race. Got another report of Michael crashed again. George Buck has gotten by for 7th. Tommy Thompson has gotten by for 6th. Kendall made his pit stop. He's in 8th. And there's Michael. That Corvette's been through it all here. In the field, pretty well spread out right now. Exciting sprint race. This is for sure. Looks like at least looking at gaps here. Kyle's pulled out to almost 2 seconds over Travis in 2nd. Adam Lowe is 9 seconds more further back for 3rd. Dakota, our big surpriser here tonight, again been off here for the past few weeks, back on track with us here, showing off, running P4. James Hodgson running 5th. Tommy Thompson 6th. George Buck 7th. Kendall Paul is in 8th. Michael Moquin is in 9th. Joseph Klein 10th. Ben Summerford 11th. Mark Owlett 12th. And Edwin James is 13th. And Kyle just came across the line to get that checkered flag and win that sprint race. And the top 3 have finished. Travis says, I want to take the chicane. Very nice. A good sprint win for Kyle Heath. He is he's got a few of those this season. So Travis is out here playing. Woo! So our sprint winner, if he get down here to the waiting room, we'll give him a quick interview. We'll see if he gets down here. I know he's listening. Still waiting for a couple cars to come across the line here. Looks like the only one more Edwin is left to cross the line. And then we'll have our 5-minute break. And then we will go to our 45-minute feature. So bear with us here for a moment as we take our 5-minute break here in between the sprint and the feature. I'll pull up results as soon as Edwin gets across the line. Dun, dun. There it is. See if it shows it yet. It may not pull up yet, which is fine. There we go. And let's get Kyle Heath up here. I see him. Move him on in. Kyle Heath, it's Jason in the booth. You got a copy?
Yo, 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 what's up?
Hey, buddy. Congratulations on the sprint win. Looks like some pretty tight race in there early on with Travis. And you were able to get by with a couple crossover moves by both of you guys. Really great driving. And then you got clear of them and then just slowly started to stretch it out there and ended up winning by 2.5 seconds. Learn anything that you can transfer over to this longer race? And what do you think that's going to be like starting in the back of this at this track?
That's gonna be fun starting in the back. Only thing I learned is pretty much nothing.
Okay.
I've done plenty of practice here, and that first chicane, Travis, he can outbrake me big time and get through there better than me. I watched a couple of his laps just to see what he was doing. I couldn't mimic it. He's fast as hell. I was lucky enough to get up in front of him, and pretty much my wake in my car held me in the lead for the most part. And after that, it was just history. I'm hoping to make it up through the field unscathed and have a better feature race than I did last week. It was fun last week for the sprint, but I ended up screwing up in the feature race. So hoping that I can just keep my tires on the asphalt and not the dirt, and keep my bumpers away from everybody else.
Well, we're rooting to see a heck of a race here, I think, because this track has shown it's super fast. You get basically, are you guys? I didn't really get to tell. Are you maxing out on the front stretch coming to that first chicane since we have the first one cut out, or does it still have more power after you get out of that turn one?
And I mean, it probably still have a little bit more, but other than that, I mean, with the aero and everything else, you're pretty much getting maxed out. Engine wise, it's not maxed out. Aero wise, yeah, I think it's maxed out.
Gotcha. Because it seems fast as heck without that first chicane, and it's fun to watch you guys all come down to that braking zone. That first lap of that sprint race was pretty hairy. Good to see that. Like I said, you and Travis had a heck of a battle there for the first couple laps, and that was fun to watch. And congratulations again on. I think this is your. I'm losing count. I think this is your 4th sprint win, if I recall correctly. I'm trying to keep stats in my head, so I don't have more windows open on my computer. But another sprint win for you, and good luck in the feature race.
Yeah, I think I won every sprint race except for last week. There was a new guy that came in here. I think he won it. I don't know. I'm surprised he's not in here tonight. I don't know if he's still here in the league or what.
Yeah, they're still here. I think they just couldn't make it tonight, but we'll hopefully see him back on track next week.
Yep. I hope to talk to you again at the end of this feature.
All right, sounds good, Kyle. We'll talk to you soon, okay, buddy?
All right, Jason. Later.
See you, buddy. That's Kyle Heath, our sprint winner. Right now, don't have a lot going on track in our warm-up. Just got a minute and a half left until we get to gridding up for our feature race. Looks like James is on track. So again, from our results from the sprint, we do invert the starting field. So Kyle will be starting dead last in the feature. And based off of finishing position, if James is still here, James would get the pole. I don't know if he is or not. So if he's not, then it would be Edwin that gets the pole. But I believe James might have left. I don't know. I didn't get any telemetry through the rest of that sprint race. So we'll have to wait and see there. Just a few more seconds here. Got about 10 seconds left before it fires up the feature event. Again, the feature is 45 minutes long. With the length of the race, it will require at least one pit stop for fuel. Strategy on tires. Maybe not everybody takes tires. We see that week in and week out. Sometimes it's beneficial. Sometimes it's not. So we will find out and see how that goes. That'll be some of the challenges we run into this evening. As now grid up has started. There's our starting grid. So again, I apologize, it doesn't take into effect cars that leave. But currently it looks like James and Tyler, I don't believe, are here. So it will be Edwin will be our pole sitter. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this down a row. Basically, row 1, Edwin and Mark. Row 2, Ben and Joseph. Row 3, Michael and Kendale. Row 4, George and Tommy. Frozen Tundra racing teammates starting on a row together. Row 5 will be James, Hodgson, and Dakota. Row 6 will be Adam and Travis. And then row 7 all by himself, the sprint winner Kyle Heath starting dead last, shotgun to the field. Pull up our race information. Get our track map back up. There we go. And switch cameras because that's annoying. We're going to be behind everybody no matter what. Waiting on one more to grid up maybe. Nope. Tommy Thompson chooses to start from pit road. All right, we're rolling here. Be ready for some excitement, folks. This first lap is going to create some controversy, some excitement. We're going to see some really close racing and hard braking zone at high speeds into that very first chicane. And the fastest cars on track all night are starting dead last. See George Buck taking an EOL, it looks like, going to the back. His Mustang. We're going to follow the best we can and be ready for all the action that happens here. This is going to be a crazy start. And Edwin and Mark on the front row. Green, green, green. Here we go. Let's see what kind of moves happen here. These guys head down this long straightaway, get up to full song. There's Tommy Thompson. He started from pits. Mark edges Edwin out here for the lead. See a little rescue up front. Gravel on the track here. We'll see if some of these guys get stuck in it. Into turn 1 we go. That chicane. Ben over the barrier. Oh no. He gets back on track, but he loses spots. George off track back there as well. Oh, these guys are kicking up gravel. Oh no, Mark spins. No, and he gets in the... Oh, no, he got into... I can't catch up with him. Oh, he lost his front bumper again. Kyle, he's crashed. What happened here? There's just gravel everywhere. The track is not clean. Oh no. Joseph Klein. Oh! Oh, Travis Roberto into the side. Oh my goodness. So many cars damaged. And it's just continuing. Like my list is not stopping. We're going to go back to live here for a second, see where everybody stands. After all of that, Edwin James is our leader. Clean first lap for him. Adam Lowe is second. He's up 11 spots. Kyle Heath is in third. We've got some cars coming to pit road. Dakota and Joseph are coming to pit road. Looks like Travis is as well. These guys are going to get their repairs done. They have a fast repair to use. We've got James and Michael are also on pit road. A lot of cars on pit road right now. Almost half the field involved in incidents. Our leader's having issues. He got off track just a little bit. Still has a lead, but it's trimmed down a little bit. There's a lot of gravel on that end of the track. You guys were not ready for that. And these cold tires and debris on the track really creates for a hairy first couple of laps until some of this gets cleaned off. Cars kick it off and get it off the track, get the racing line clean, but got 4 cars coming off pit road right now. Now, they've made their pit stop on lap 1. If they have their fueling set right, they won't have to pit again. So, not to say the race is completely out, but being in a wreck and having an incident like that, check in with them. There's Dakota. Right behind him is Travis. And then we've got Joseph, James, and then looks like Michael's still on pit road. There he goes. Now he's coming off pit road. Corvette's getting lapped right now. Fastest lap, last lap was Kendall Paul, 139.96. He had the fastest lap early on in that sprint race too. He is on the back of that Eagle bumper. The Eagle has got company. The 58 is catching that 46. 13 and the 78 are coming as well. He just gotten within a second here. We're going to ride with him for a second. Jump in here in the cockpit with Adam Lowe. See chases down Edwin James to try to get this lead. We're just 5 minutes into this 45-minute race. Just started our 4th lap. This Ferrari is in the hunt. Chasing down that Acura ahead of him. Definitely closing in. Down to a half a second gap between the two of them. Braking zone, here we go. All the way down to first gear. Hey, that's the name of the league in the network. First gear, there you go. That's where it came from. Stays in 3rd, down to 2nd. Got just a notice here. I'm going to go check on it here real quick. Looks like we may have had an issue for Dakota. Passed by Travis, and then, oh, misses the braking zone. Spins out, keeps it from sliding back on track, gets over the curb. Gonna get into the gravel here a little bit and come back on track. Looks like right in front of James. James is going to get by him here, and then he's riding right behind him, right on his tail. Sorry we missed that, folks. Try to catch everything as it happens. There's the front two. It's that close. Battle for the lead. Coming into the braking zone. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there it is. Edwin tries to get to the inside. They are side by side. They touch. Edwin still has the preferred angle. He's got to brake early. Oh, so close. Still side by side. Looks like Adam's going to pull out here. This battle has caused it to where Kyle Heath is coming quick. He has just gained over a second. He was further back than over a second he just gained in them last 2 corners. So Adam does get the lead. Edwin to 2nd. Kyle is right there for 3rd, and here comes Kendall in 4th. The rest of the pack is over 11 seconds back of the lead, so we're really looking battling between these guys right now. Ben Summerford is up to 5th after everything that happened here early on. Ben stayed out of trouble. Here we go, that draft, that good corner exit there, the momentum. Edwin is going to try to get beside Adam here. Oh, a little bit of net code contact possibly. So Edwin gets the lead back through that long sweeping turn 1, braking zone into the chicane. Both make it through okay. All 3 of them in a line. Really close together here. Edwin still holds the lead. Adam is in 2nd. Kyle's looking for 2nd as he gets a run, gets to the outside or to the left side of the 58. Gonna try to pass here on the outside. We're gonna go to the 3rd cam. Let's take a look at this battle. Kyle lets off early, tries to cross over, undercut on corner exit. They both kind of hold the same momentum, but with that battle, That's giving Edwin a little bit of breathing room. Not a lot, just a little bit. Now they've used the draft, just pulled him right in. Adam has a heck of a run here going into the braking zone. Looking to the inside. Looks like they touch again. Edwin's going to give that position up. Not go through there side by side. That's too tight of a corner. So now Adam back to the front. Edwin to second. Kyle is back in third. Just stalking. Just waiting. Wait for the right time. Oh, Edwin's off on just a little bit there. That gives Kyle a chance to get to his side. This is going to be tough coming down to this corner. Let's see what happens here. Edwin is going to give way and let Kyle get P2 here. Again, another corner you don't want to go side by side through these chicanes. There's just not enough room. You can't carry the speed. Smart move by Edwin to not force that issue. Kyle got a good run on that corner and was able to take position. So now Adam, run while you can because the Eagle is on the hunt. He won the sprint race. Said in the interview, I want to have a better feature than what I did last week. Hopefully I'll talk to you at the end of the race. Top 3 finishers do get an interview, so Kyle is said that's what his goal is. He's already top 3 and he's hunting down for that lead. Right now it looks like Ken Dale is going to try to take third from Edwin here. As they're side by side through this long sweeping right-hander. Coming to the braking zone for the chicane. Who gives way this time? Edwin's on the brakes first here, slows it up. Let's Kendall go by. So that's going to put Edwin back to 4th. Kendall up to 3rd. Checking the rest of the field, Ben is currently running 5th. He's got a gap of about 8.5 seconds over Tommy in 6th. He's about 14 seconds behind Edwin for 4th. Kind of a man on the island by himself currently. The car behind him is Michael Moquin. Michael is 1 lap down. Then you got Tommy Thompson running 6th in the 7 car. So much gravel at that end of the track. You can hear it bouncing around in the wheel wells on these cars. Our designated GT3 modified from the Sprint and the feature is Mark Owlett in the 80. A little rescue. He is out there showing off that you don't need a front bumper to run these cars. Keeps the front tires cooler, more grip. You see debris just flying off of that car that he's running over there. There's just debris on the track. And he's currently running 7th. So again, Mark started up on the front row. Got caught up in some, and let's see here, I just got a notification. Let's double check here. It says Ben may have crashed coming down to the last corner. Does look to be going a little fast. Oh, this happened to him in the sprint. Okay, get going, Ben. No harm, no foul. Still running P5. Only got 2.1 seconds on Tommy Thompson now, though. Tommy's coming like a rocket. Gaining. And now we're there. These two are battling it out for the front spot. Adam and Kyle. Kyle has caught him. Let's watch this battle between these front runners here. Again, these cars that have made pit stops, maybe don't have to pit again. Maybe. ride with the Eagle here is see what he does coming down the front stretch here. Uses that draft to pull him up right to the bumper of that 58. He's right there. Kyle brakes first to make sure he doesn't overdrive into the corner. Both of them really great job. So much gravel on this end of the track. See the coming off the tires of the 58. Kyle has a run, but there's really nowhere to go with it here. Got to make this corner work, carry that momentum off. Pushes a little wide. They both kind of carry about the same exit speed. Stay about the same gap from each other. The shorter straightaway, but still room to gain momentum. But you're coming into another left, right, left chicane here. Adam's diving it in there much deeper than Kyle. Kyle's being patient with it, braking a little early, letting the car roll, not overdriving entry. Trying to make sure two things. You're right behind their car. You don't want to run into the back of that car if they brake early or unexpectedly, but you also don't want to overdrive that corner and make a mistake. Takes a look. He's playing. The Eagle knows we're riding along here. Just gets that pull in this draft and this toe. Closes right back up to the bumper of the 58. Got cars going off track. Nobody spun out though. Oh, he takes a look. Lets off. Doesn't want to take it in side by side. Not yet, he says. Super patient. Ooh, that got squirrely right there. A little bit too much curb. Travis just passed George for 8. Uh-oh. George had a spin and towed to pits. Oh my goodness. What? Oh. Okay, was not ready for that. That is a horrific wreck. No brakes going into the brake zone, and he's right there at the corner exit. That was a really hard hit. I'm sorry with that we missed a pass for the lead, but that was such a hard wreck. We'll go back and replay this pass. Oh, Adam got just a little squirrely there. Good save, good catch. Kyle was there for the taking. Patience paid off for the Eagle. And he is up to the lead. All right, so George just took a hard hit there. Really hard hit. Heavy damage to the front of that car, side of that car, and it blew the motor. So he's on pit road being towed. He does have a fast repair to use, so be able to get back on track possibly. You see Mark is coming down pit road. I would assume that Mark is, we're at the 20-minute mark almost, so we're not just, we're almost to halfway, so this is a good pit window. Probably a good chance to get that damage fixed on the front of the car as well. As Travis is pitted here just a lap ago, Travis just went by on the track, so Travis has made his pit stop. So that leaves the top 5 has not been on pit road at all. Most of the cars other than Travis and Mark have been on pit road on lap 1 with an incident. Tommy hasn't been on pit road, but he started from pit road at the start of the race, so it targets him as being on pit road, but he hasn't. So Mark gets that fast repair, gets a fresh nose, and he's back on track. And here comes the leaders by as he's coming off pit road. And Adam is trying to stay in that draft and pull right back up to Kyle. So Adam says, hold the phone. We're not done yet. And the last lap of the race is the fastest lap of the race for Adam, 139.82. And again, fastest lap in the feature race does get you 1 point in the point standings. And Adam is to the inside of Kyle here for the lead. Adam said, oh, Kyle gets back by. Patient on entry, was able to drive off hard on exit and got back by Adam there. Adam says, all right. Okay, Eagle, I see you. There's still a lot of debris on that section of the track. It's had debris on it since before the race started. It is just gravel everywhere. Now, some of that's aided by more off tracks, which I'm sure we've had some down there, but that track's just never gotten fully clean. These guys are catching up to Dakota to be the next car 1 lap down. Again, Dakota pitted, lap 1 damage. It's been out on track since, but had a couple off tracks. Nothing too crazy, but it has caused him to drop back from where the rest of the pack was that came on pit road with him. So he's lost some time. He's roughly about 15 seconds, 16 seconds off of those other guys. Okay, Kyle has over a second lead now. It is still closing as Adam's still using that draft, that pull. Hit the 22.5-minute mark, which when we hit that, that is official halfway on the timer. There we go. Catch Dakota here. Drops down to the inside, lets these guys go. Kyle is out to a 1.3 second gap over Adam, but Adam has got it even and starts pulling back in a little bit. I feel like these guys are going to have to get further separated. Tommy Thompson's pitting from 6th place. He's on pit road to make his official pit stop here. Get fuel and tires. Or just fuel, maybe. I think everybody most likely is taking tires from what I can tell here. Maybe just fuel for Tommy. Maybe. Don't have to take a lot of fuel. Now that we've crossed the halfway mark of the time for the race. Adam Lowe to pit. Kendall Paul to pit. So second and third are going to try to short pit here. Edwin James is pitting too. So the top 3 are pitting now. We're going to try to keep an eye on these pit stops to see who has the best pits here. So the 58 is taking tires. The 78 is not. And the 46 is. So we're going to see the 78 most likely be able to get out first, would be my guess. And we're going to turn on the pit box. So actually, Adam got out first. 21.32 second stop. Kendall 22.87. Edwin James still on pit road. I think he's taking more fuel than what he needs. I think they're giving him more fuel. Or he's doing a repair, something. That is strange because he had a fast repair to use. I don't recall him getting any heavy damage. So this is a bit of a stop for him. Ben Summerford's on pit road. Let's see, Kyle's coming down this time. He said, all right, You get to pit 1 lap earlier than me, that's it. Edwin had a 1 minute 3 second stop. I'm not certain why so long, but that is going to require some effort to get back up there. He's getting skipped over here. As Tommy Thompson just got by as well. The Eagle is taking tires. Checking where Adam's at on track. He's coming into the final corner. The Eagle's car is dropped, and he is rolling. So right now, Adam had a 2-second faster pit stop. He was within 2 seconds when he hit pit road. Kyle is still on pit road. Looks like give the lead to Adam Lowe in the 58. Heck of a stop. Great job by the pit crew. Great on and off by the driver. Great outlap. I mean, the pit time is only 2 seconds different between the two, but he was a 1.5 seconds behind, and then he's 2.6 out in front. So that's a pretty good change between those two drivers. Again, he still holds the fastest lap of the race at a 1:39.82 as well. You see 4, 5, and 6. Joseph, Travis, and James, they had to pit on lap 1 with incidents. Most likely fast repair, maybe tires, enough fuel to get them to the end. So they may not have to pit. So they've gained some positions back on the rest of the field. They are still a ways back from the leaders. Top 3 are covered by 8 seconds. Third place is 28 seconds back of the lead. And that's Joseph Klein in 4th, 28 seconds back. Then it's another 10.5 back to Travis in 5th, and another 3.7 back to James in 6th. Ben Summerford has made his pit stop. He is 5 seconds back at James, and Ben is in 7th. Tommy Thompson in 8th. Mark Owlett just passed Edwin James. We have an Edwin James crash. A little bit of grass, braking zone. Hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes. Oh! Into Dakota. And looks like he was waiting for Dakota because he may have felt bad about having the contact there. Gentlemen's agreement to let him go first. Yep. So that puts Edwin back to 12th. Back to the front. Looks like Adam still holding on to a 2.2 second lead over the Eagle. As we are at 29 minutes complete, 16 minutes left to go in tonight's feature race. Just through the field, we've got Adam Lowe in first, Kyle Heath in second, Kendall Paul running third, Joseph Klein running fourth, Travis Roberto running fifth, James Hodgson running 6th. Ben Summerford is running 7th. Tommy Thompson is running 8th. Mark Owlett is running 9th. Michael Moquin is running 10th. And from what I can tell, it looks like Edwin's on pit road for service. Dakota's on pit road for service. That contact between the two of them may be a little bit more damage than what was expected. So Dakota scoots on by Edwin here. So Edwin's still on pit road. George Buck also still on pit road. Not getting the car fixed, so didn't want to get that car repaired with the fast repair, didn't have it checked or didn't have one available. I don't recall him having to go down pit road earlier. Yeah, this is his first pit stop, so he should have fast repair. So George just deciding to stay on pit road, it looks like. Fastest lap of the race ran by Kyle Heath last lap, 139.52. He is within a second of Adam Lowe, so here we go. Battle for the lead is heating up between these two. They are not done with each other yet. Kendall Paul's 8 seconds back. Solidly in third, though. Great run for him. These top three have really put it together in this feature race. And we've seen some great battles between the 58 and the 13 here, as the 13 is really using that draft to pull in. He's at a half a second here on the front straightaway, coming this long sweeping turn one. Monza's just a special track. It's fun. The chicanes add that bit of skill and excitement to it. Ooh, a little bit of right side tires on the grass for Adam. But he keeps it straight, keeps it steady. Looks like our good buddy Edwin James has joined us in the booth. Edwin, what's going on, buddy?
I can't drive tonight.
Man, I'm telling you, tough night. You had actually a pretty decent run going here in the feature. Just some mistakes have put you. I'm assuming just going to stay out of the race now.
Yeah, I'm done. I crashed twice and parked it. Nothing to gain here, so lack top end speed on that Acura too. It just did not have the grunt that the Ferrari and the Porsche have, and I couldn't keep up. And then I started overdriving like a maniac. Kyle, he's taking a look here into the Parabolica.
These two have put on a pretty good battle this race. It's been fun to watch them kind of trade back and forth. Kyle just hasn't been able to. He was before pit stops. He had a 1.5-second lead and then pitted one lap after Adam, but the pit stops, Adam was 2 seconds faster on his stop and came out 2.5 seconds ahead of Kyle. And Kyle has made that up in just a matter of a few laps. It looks like it was 15, we're on 20, so 5 laps he's made up that 2.5-second gap.
Yep, Adam's going to fight to keep that lead. He fought me hard.
Yeah, and he did earlier too. Between him and Kyle, he slipped up here. Not the corner here after the chicane is where he slid and gave up the lead to Kyle in their battle that they were having. Kyle just kind of waited for that mistake to happen, but Adam's been super tough. He's been hard racing everybody tonight, trying to keep that position, trying to stay up front.
Yep, it was fun battling with him. I know we banged wheels a couple of times, but it was all good fun, clean racing.
Yeah, it was exciting to watch. We could even tell when you guys hit, and I was like, ooh, they touch. I felt like I was calling a NASCAR race with all the door banging, but it was fun. You guys really were racing hard and clean, and it was fun to watch and get to broadcast that. That was really good racing, and we were able to keep it clean. That was pretty exciting.
Thank you. Kyle's real close this time.
He's right there. I think he's going to slow up on entry here of the Parabolica and try to do a kind of a crossover undercut, not drive in as deep. He had that work early for him. Nope. Prove me a liar. Oh!
Right there.
A little bit of a bumper.
Back bumper.
Little NASCAR bump. Push you out my way. I'm here.
That Ferrari's got power. It'll stay with him. It's got good top end. You see right there, he comes back.
Yep. Kyle couldn't get clear. Adam's going to have a great run here on the outside. See how much room they give each other. Oh, right there. Oh! Good save by Adam. That car got super loose with that contact, and he did not lose a lot of space here, so see how he does coming under braking here. Both of them pretty even. Better drive off for the Eagle. See, gaps out a few tenths here. Adam's going to overdrive just a little bit, but He's able to hang tough. Just got to get to the next straightaway. Have a good
He's
corner
there.
exit.
He's got
there
a
he
good
is.
run.
Yep. He is closing in. I don't know if he'll have enough time to make anything happen, but at least not here in this straightaway. But he's right there. He is a tenth and a half back on the bumper. Here we go. Under braking. Pretty even.
A little wiggle from Kyle. If you
Good
nail
exit.
those 3 corners right, it's rewarding. But if
Yeah,
you
it is.
hit it just a hair bit wrong, that's what caught me out in the sprint race. I came out and the traction control kicked in and it kicked me sideways. And I overcorrected and tank slappered and put it in the wall.
All right, so here we go. 0.3 of a second, and that 58 is closing.
Let's use that Ferrari top end here.
See if he tries to get down to the inside of Kyle here. Not close enough. He looks though.
He's gonna make it
He's going
move.
for it. He's there.
Kyle gives him plenty of room through there.
Side by side, and Kyle keeps the edge running that outside line. Oh, he's low though, coming in under braking here. A lot of curb. Great drive, both of them. Good clean racing here between these two for the lead. This is currently our only battle on track. All the other battles are a second and a half or further apart. We're just kind of hanging in here watching this battle for this lead. This is super exciting as we're down to 8 minutes left in the race. Adam is there, under braking.
There's nowhere to make a move into this corner.
No, you can't. You can't go in here side by side at all. You can't try to dive bomb either. There's just no room. That's a 1-lane set of corners right there. And if you try to go in side by side, you are slowing everybody down, and somebody's going off track.
Yep, tuck up under that bumper and stay as tight as you can.
We're going to ride on the rear bumper here of the Eagle. Looking back at that 58. Menacing Ferrari with those lights on the front end of it.
Kyle trying to break the draft. He goes all the way to the wall down there.
Do that too much. That car behind you, being the Ferrari with the extra top end, I mean, that just gives him a bigger run. He is coming.
And you got to be careful going down there picking up debris and trash.
Yep.
Adam taking a look on the outside. He's
He is
not there, but he's going to take the turn anyways.
He is there, side by
Side
side.
by side.
Give it to Adam for a second.
touch.
Oh, contact. Kyle tried to look back on the outside, to overcut on the outside, but Adam had a lot of momentum. Slight contact. Both cars keep going.
Kyle's
up
off.
in the gravel. And now it's the Eagles' turn. We're going to jump in the cockpit here with the 13. Heck of a battle. We've also got a battle for 5th. Looks like James and Travis. Travis is in 5th. James is in 6th. They are 0.2 of a second apart. James has been gaining on Travis here. They're battling for 5th and 6th.
Miles tucked right up under. He's making a move. No,
He's
yes,
looking.
no.
Nope. Tries to get Adam to overdrive entry, which Adam does just a little bit. He woes it up really good though. He got loose.
He throws a block. Kyle's next to him.
They are side by side, folks. This is some really good racing. Just for record, the 5th and 6th battle, Travis and James down to about a second gap, so they've kind of split each other, gapped out just a little bit. Travis still holds on to 5th. As these guys for the lead are side by side, Adam's going to stick it out there on that left-hand side, coming down into the braking zone. Hard braking for both. Kyle's going to have to let him have that position. Goes for the outside to inside. Tries to...
crossover.
Yep, crossover. Great move. I've seen him do that a couple times tonight. He's there. He backs it down. That corner's too
Even
tight.
though I did it earlier in the race, this is not a good spot to pass, but Kyle looks can't do it.
Still trying to get a good corner exit. He's trying to put Adam on super defensive, get Adam to overdrive, which he almost did there. We're down to 4.5 minutes, folks. This battle could go all the way to the checkered.
Blew up
is
the photo
on,
finish camera.
James is on Travis Roberto right now. They are. Oh no! I just caught it. Travis is flipping. Contact between Travis and James. Travis is barrel rolling across the track. Holy cow, folks. Let me rewind this real quick just so we can have this whole battle here.
Kyle, he's making a move again. Nothing this time. He's going to tuck
Travis
back
went
in.
For a hard block. And James gave up all the track he could to the grass. I don't know. That's... Oh, what a tough break for Travis. That car went tumbling.
Side by side for the lead on the front stretch.
Back to the front. Let's see. Adam's got a nose out in front of Kyle. Kyle is there side by side. Oh, Travis, we're thinking about you. We hope you're all right. That was a tough hit. Force feedback on these rigs nowadays, man. If you don't have your hands off the wheel, that can snap pretty hard.
Still side by side into the chicane.
Adam's
Adam pulls ahead.
Kyle tries to get that smoother exit.
Not as close as he was the last time.
I've got reports Travis is landed on all fours and is still on the track. Oh, Adam.
Kyle Heath, side by side. I think Adam's going to pay the price on that one.
They're coming up to Travis. Travis is slow on the track up here. This could be troublesome. Okay, he might be out of the way. He's past the S's here. Oh, Kyle overdrives in.
Adam's right on him.
Oh, these
Kyle
cars
shoots out further than that.
Oh, they can.
Getting late in the run. The tires are getting worn out.
These guys are going to catch Travis right here. Travis just went in the Parabolica. He's on the inside grass, coasting.
Just gonna let him go.
He has no speed. The car is totaled. I'm not sure why. He just didn't want to tow to pits, I assume. That car is toast. All right, Kyle's out to the biggest lead he's had for a minute, but it's not much because here comes Adam. That Ferrari's powered up. We are at the 43-minute mark. Oh, I wish this sim would tell me when they get the white flag. I did not see a flag that time.
I think we're going to go one more lap at least.
Yeah, I think this is 2 to go. I'm pretty certain with how timing's working.
Adam looking around the outside again.
What is going to happen here? He's going to have that inside shot. How many times does Kyle let him take this? Adam has been able to enter the chicane in the lead for like the past 4 laps. It's hard to get back by him by the start-finish line. Looks like Travis must have crashed again trying to get to pit road. Or he's coasting.
Kyle gives him a shot.
Oh, no. Whew. Travis is still on track. I do not know. He did not go down pit road.
Maybe he's going to try to limp
he's
home.
Pulled over to the side of the track. He's let everybody go by, but his car is totaled.
He's still got position over Dakota.
And that's it. And Dakota is on the same line.
Kyle way off. Oh, back on track. These two are giving it everything.
I cannot believe
this
battle.
Awesome.
I cannot believe this. This is just super awesome.
I think it's got to be white flag this time by.
It's got to be. We're at 44-30, 32-33. These guys are going to cross the stripe with just a few seconds left, so this has got to be white flag lap. And I don't know if it always calls it, but they're crossing the stripe. It doesn't tell me white flag, so this is most likely the last lap.
It has on my screen.
Okay.
I'm on the iRacing screen. It has last lap.
Here we go. Travis finally crashed again, reset to pits. That's going to put him P11.
And Kyle, he's get to run through here.
I was thinking he was going to try to get to the side of him at this corner, but Adam with position. Just don't overdrive.
Kyle is faster out of that corner. Adam taking a defensive line, as he should.
All right, here we go. Hear
Kyle's
them
got a
tires
little rumble in
screeching.
his front bumper. Adam had a bad exit.
Bad
Kyle's
exit.
right
This is
there.
it. This is it. You got to take it now. You can't wait. You can't wait. This is the only time you want to try this, folks, is it's the last
Side by
lap.
side,
They
they
bang.
touch.
What happens? Who gives in? Kyle's going to hold off. Try to crossover. Crossover again.
Get a
Oh, my
good
goodness.
exit
Here
out
we
of
go.
here.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, 2/10.
Camera ready. Photo
Adam
finish
is
incoming.
gaining. Adam is gaining. Adam is gaining. Kyle's out. Kyle's out. Did he get an off track or something? Kyle is out. Adam Lowe is going to win tonight's feature race at Monza. Congratulations to the 58. Holy cow.
He's
what a
out of
race.
gas. He's out of gas.
He is out of gas.
He is out of gas.
Coasting, and he crosses the line. Second place for Kyle Heath, out of gas. I cannot wait for this interview.
Crushing.
Kendall
defeat
Paul, no front end
Kyle.
left on that car. Finishes P3. Front end is completely gone on that McLaren, and Kendall just finished third. Totally missed where that happened. Joseph Klein, P4. James Hodgson is in fifth, coming around the last corner of the Parabolica here. He's going to cross the line, P5. Great finish for the 202 Ford Mustang. Ben Summerford is sixth place. He's going to be coming around to finish sixth. Tommy Thompson looks to be finishing seventh in the 7 car. Mark Owlett, after tearing off 2 bumpers, one in the sprint race, one in the feature, got this one repaired in the feature. Solid car, all in one piece, going to finish 8th. Michael Moquin, in his, I think this is his debut in the GT3s this season, in the Corvette, is going to finish 9th tonight. And Dakota is going to finish P10 in his first race back after a short absence here from the series. Back on track. Good run by all that finished tonight in the top 10, and we're going to see Adam, Kyle, and Kendall in the waiting room here shortly. We're going to get some interviews, and I've got to
would have thought fuel mileage would have played into this.
With his pit stop time, I wouldn't have thought it. 2 seconds
I
slower
was
pit
close.
stop.
When I pitted, I was close, so I put 2 extra laps in, but I'll never know if it worked out because I didn't finish, but I had a feeling, but that was like my car. I thought the Porsche would get better gas mileage than that.
I am just flabbergasted that hard race came down to Kyle running out of fuel. That's just crazy. I'm just rewinding
Adam's
back
going to
here.
light him up.
Congrats to Adam. Heck of a drive. Heck of a battle. Those guys really, really put on a heck of a show. Heck of a race. Kept it clean. Kept it fun. Really showed what these GT3 cars can do.
Probably needed a quarter tank of gas.
If even.
But congrats to Adam. I know I sound down on Kyle, but we just had
Congrats to
could have
Adam.
been a photo finish.
Heck of a race.
Yes, it was. He did great to hold Kyle off.
All right, so let's get our third place finisher here in the booth. Kendall, it's Jason and Edwin in the booth to get a copy.
Yeah, I got you guys. What's going on?
Hey, man. What's going on with you? Congratulations on P3 tonight. I missed where it happened, but you finished with no front bumper. What happened, buddy?
Yeah. I figured to give you guys something to talk about, and I just kind of totally missed the corner. I was just thinking about, me and James were thinking about tire wear and everything. I was like, oh, I'm gonna look at my tire wear, and then look up. There's the 50 marker, and I'm going to the sand pit. So.
Okay.
And then go back on the track, forget that there's a new debris model, and get back on the track and just loop her right into the tire barrier. Then we drive off like nothing ever happened. And
well, so you finished with a McLaren modified, so good for you. after this tonight's event, I've seen a few modified vehicles on the track tonight, and I'm excited to announce that we're definitely going to have a modified GT3 series at some point because they look pretty cool. Keeping the tires, those front tires, extra cool, but great drive still overall. Finishing third tonight. You had third pretty much locked up early on in this race, and then as the fuel strategy came in and the pit stops and everything, you kept a good gap on fourth on back. Just couldn't have anything for those two up front, huh?
Yeah, I knew when they started running away, and then I lost their draft, and they were kind of drafting together and everything. I knew I couldn't have anything for them, so I was trying to play it safe and everything and drive it safe. And I was like, I want to go down, take no tires, and fuel only and everything. And it didn't really prevail anything for me there besides get the nice cushion in the back. But those two in front, they were put on a show. From what I saw it was a little speck of dust in the windshield, but. Yeah, overall, really good night. Just kind of wish I didn't make that dumb mistake, but it is what it is.
It's all right. It happens. I mean, Edwin's in the booth with me tonight because his mistakes were too tall to overcome as well. It can get tough. It can get super tough to stay locked in consistently when we have all this information and all these black boxes and overlays and trying to strategize everything you're going to do. It's very easy. These corners come quick at a track like this when you're doing such fast speeds, 170 plus, and then next thing you know, there's the corner. Just shoots right up. But still a heck of a drive, man. And congratulations again. For a moment here, the floor is yours. Anybody want to give a shout out to, a thanks to?
Yeah, I got to thank all the sponsors and everything. I mean, I don't got a paint scheme on this McLaren. Decided to switch it up a little bit, go from the Ford to the McLaren. So still got to get a paint for the McLaren with the sponsors on it, but Archway Industrial Coatings, Admin Box, Track Racer, Rogue Energy. Just signed on Weather Stack for my storm chasing company, so I brought them over here, the racing stuff as well. Then everybody over at American Motorsports Association, all those guys, and then shout out to James. He kind of got me into racing Wednesday nights and everything, and I don't really like these GT3s a little bit, getting the hang of them. Just gotta learn to be a little bit more safe and be a little bit more faster as well, somehow, some way. But shout out to him and then all of the Dark Horse Performance Incorporated guys, working together, getting us faster and everything, and gearing up for the 2025 season here pretty soon.
Yeah, very much. That's right around the corner. So, again, congratulations. Great run tonight with that P3. Next week, we head to Road America next Wednesday night for round 7. How do you feel about going there?
Like Road America, we've been there in the Xfinity cars a couple of times, and I'm fairly confident with that racetrack. I just got to learn it with the GT3s a little bit. That's my biggest thing, is just learning all these different road courses and everything, and that's my biggest hurdle right now. Luckily, I've ran Monza before with a Toyota Corso, but yeah, feeling pretty confident with that. I don't know what we'll finish up, but we're going to try our best to get right back up here in this podium.
All right, sounds good, man. Well, again, congrats on third, and you have yourself a great night, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bud?
Yep, sounds good. Thank you to all you guys for the league and the broadcast.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank
we appreciate
you.
it. Thank you. All right, now it's time to go to P2. Kyle Heath. Let's get him in here. Mr. Run Out of Gas. Kyle Heath, it's Jason and Edwin in the booth. Do you get a copy?
I sure do. Good, everybody.
Well, first off, great job on the sprint win. You showed all that you could do there. And then here in this race, you had a heck of a battle with the 58 car this whole race, and it looks like it came down to fuel. You ruined our excitement because you ran out of fuel?
I'm sorry. I trusted my crew chief this time. He gave me less fuel than I needed.
And you had a
The-
2-second
the
longer
last-
pit stop than the 58. That's
I
what
don't-
threw me
yeah.
off, is that your pit stop was 2 seconds longer than his, and you ran out of fuel first. Darn it, crew chief. We're going to have to see about getting him replaced, because that was some
Hey.
exciting racing.
Maybe it's these Porsches or something. They kind of use up a little bit more fuel than some of the other cars.
Yeah, maybe. Heck of a race, though. Great drive. Still was able to roll across the line and get second, so still a good points day for you. Better finish than last week, which is what you were hoping for, but I know you always want that top spot. tell us about that race. How was that battle with the 58?
I want to go back to the first lap, man. It was debacle on the first chicane, and there was debacle on the, I don't even know what turn it is. Turn what?
Lesmo too.
Yes, whatever that turn is.
Yeah.
There was a green car perpendicular to the track, and I had to take
You
a
locked
brace
it
of
up
maneuvers.
hard.
Yeah, I had to turn. I was getting ready to turn right, and I noticed Adam Lowe was coming up behind me, so I straightened up my wheel, and I had to turn right. And Travis Roberto was coming up, and he got into the grass and lost control and sideswiped me. And then the rest of the race, I was pretty much trying to, catch up. I caught up to the top two drivers. Edwin was up there, and I don't know what happened to Edwin. He got crashed out somewhere along the line.
Yeah, we had a pit penalty for speeding into pits, then crashed twice, and I parked it.
Oh wow.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'd had enough.
When I came into the pits on that last stop, I trusted my crew chief to give me enough fuel. And we had like right there 8 minutes ago, my crew chief said we got 10 minutes left of fuel. I'm like, all right, I got enough fuel, at least make it to the finish. Next thing I know, I don't have enough fuel. Whenever I crossed the line on the white line, I had 0.8 laps left.
I'll tell you, I was pretty close coming into the pits myself, and I added 2 extra laps of fuel, so I knew I was close. But
Yeah, I wished I would have went on there and added one more lap of fuel, but this time I trust the crew chief, and he didn't give me enough. Last time I trusted him, he gave me way too much. So I don't
Well,
know what to do.
we're gonna have to find a way to meet in the middle on that. But this is kind of the learning that we're having with this series being timed event with the lap counter as well, and we're still tweaking that a little bit. So, the crew chief stuff can get a little iffy, but hopefully we can get that dialed in for you and have it where that doesn't happen again. But heck of a race, man. That was a
fun. That was
a fun
really
race to
fun.
watch. You guys were battling side by side, and just watching the gamesmanship between the both of you was really fun and entertaining to watch. So great drive. Congratulations on your sprint win and feature second tonight. For a brief second here, the floor is yours. Anybody want to give a shout out to, a thanks to?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to everybody at FGR. Congratulations to the winner, Adam Lowe. He did a hell of a job all night. I don't know if my buddy Robbie, my painter out there watching. And I don't know, I'm just ready for next week.
Fair
I'm
enough.
excited. I'm in fact excited for next week. I think we're going to Indianapolis.
Next week is Road America first.
Road America. Ooh, Road America. Ooh,
Yep.
that's even better.
Yep, Road America next week. So we're looking forward to that too. That's a fun track and really fun. I'm excited to get there and watch that race as well. And again, great run tonight. We will see you on the track next week. We'll see you this Saturday too in the Gen 6 series at Iowa. So good luck to you
yay.
in Iowa. But we'll catch you next week though here at GT3 series at Road America. You have yourself a great evening, buddy.
All right, you two guys, take it easy.
You too.
the
That was Kyle Heath, and now we've got our winner, Adam Lowe. Let's get him pulled in here. Adam, it's Jason and Edwin in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Heck of a race. Heck of a win. Well done, sir. Congratulations on this feature win tonight in the GT3 series. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, that was unbelievable.
That was some really, really hard racing by you and Kyle for that whole race, really. The whole second half of that race, even before the pit stop. Just some really great battling. Tell us about your night, this race, and how everything kind of transpired for you.
Well, this is my first time showing up to this racetrack in anything, so I had about 45 minutes of practice, and I learned a lot in that sprint race. I really thought I was going to be part of that second group, chasing Kyle and Travis. That first lap debacle definitely helped my situation. I was able to get through clean and pass a lot of cars there, and Kyle got past me somewhere early on in the race around lap 10, and I followed him for a few laps. I learned how to get through several corners a lot better and stuck with him. We went back and forth, nailed my pit stop, getting on and off pit road and all that. I made up, I think like 4 seconds or at least on that exchange. So I was really happy with that. And that battle I'm impressed I was able to stay focused to that level for so long because I'm really good about losing my focus. So as a hell of a battle, I know we touched here and there, but it was very respectful racing. I've raced with him a few times tightly like that, and he's always great to battle with.
Yeah, that was from a fan standpoint, that was really enjoyable to watch the gamesmanship and the clean racing you guys had. A little bit of contact here and there is going to happen. That's why these cars have bumpers and fenders on them. You're going to have that close battle. And you guys went toe to toe multiple times and traded the lead and really raced each other what I would call super clean, but yet super competitive. And it was good and fair. There at the end, Kyle ran out of fuel. His crew chief shorted him a little bit, so we didn't get the super exciting finish we thought was going to happen, which is fine. It happens. But for you, how close were you on fuel? Because you had a faster pit stop than him. You were 2 seconds quicker on the pit stops as well. How close were you on fuel there at the end?
I don't understand that because I still had a lap and a half of fuel after I crossed the finish line. So I really don't understand how even my pit stop was that much quicker. Um, but obviously, I mean, I'll take it. And I mean, it was gonna be a hell of a battle. That final turn was definitely a weak point from me. I got a lot better racing with him and figuring, watching how he got off that turn. But I mean, I know there was I can't tell you how many laps. It felt like a million, of course, but felt like every time I gave him off that turn and he was close by, he beat me to the line. So I was a little nervous about that final turn if we had to race it out.
Right, right. Well, again, congrats. It's awesome to hear you just got into this track and got some laps in before the race and really got to pick it up real fast. The momentum goes your way as we head to Road America next week. You got any laps over there yet?
Yeah, I do a lot of I'm in Xfinity stuff, so I've run there a few times in that, and I've run this Ferrari there a few times even. So I really love that track. There's a lot of turns there, a lot of chances to make mistakes every lap. Um, so we'll see what happens, but this is definitely a confidence booster that I know I can compete with the top guys here.
Heck yeah, and you did it so great. It was so fun to watch. Congratulations again on that first place tonight. Um, for a second here, I'm going to give you the floor. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or a thanks to?
First off, I gotta thank God for giving me the focus and to run this race and race clean and the way I hit all my marks today. And thank my wife for letting me get on here. First Gear Racing for hosting this race, and you guys for broadcasting it.
Well, we appreciate it, and we appreciate you racing with us. And again, great job with your race tonight. And again, you showed that you can race with the best, and you can race clean. And it was really fun. Like I said, as a spectator, this is one of the best races of the season for me. When we have a constant back and forth for the lead, we see two different drivers, two different skill sets, two different ideas, two different cars because they even run a little bit different and handle different, and how you both attacked this track and kept it clean between each other. So that was really fun to watch, and we appreciate you being a part of it. And again, carry this momentum into next week, and we'll see you next week at Road America. Okay, bud?
All right, thank you. I'll see you
All
there.
right. You have a good night,
Thank
Adam.
you.
All right. Well, that was Adam Lowe, our winner tonight. One thing I haven't done yet is I will just pull up the results page just so everybody can see tonight's results. Again, this is results from the sprint race. Kyle Heath was our winner, Travis Roberto second, Adam Lowe third. So a great night for Adam, finishing third in that sprint. And then our feature race here should pull up here. Adam gets first, Kyle second, Kendall third. Joseph Klein comes home fourth. James Hodgson comes fifth. Ben Summerford with a sixth place finish. Great job for Ben. Tommy Thompson with the seventh. Great run for him. Mark eighth. We're going to have Michael Moquin in ninth. Dakota Cleland in 10th. And then 11th was Travis Roberto. 12th, Edwin James. George Buck gets 13th. And then Tyler Merritt and James Malloy did not race, so they won't get scored for it, but they get listed as 14th and 15th on the standings. But that is going to be it. We're going to call it a wrap tonight. Any final words for you, Edwin, before we go?
Yeah, we'll just run through the next FGR races coming up. Saturday is the Gen 6 Cup Series at Iowa. We're going to have that tape delayed on Sunday. Let's see. The next IndyCar race is at the Indy Oval for 100 laps. I believe you'll be racing that one. I'll call that one Monday night.
Yes, sir.
That'll be fun. And then our next GT3 race, as you said earlier, was at Road America next Wednesday. So, yeah, we've got some great action coming up here. Next 3 events for FGR, and the Gen 6 Cup race after Iowa is also Indianapolis. So we'll get a double dose of Indianapolis with the Indy cars and the Cup Series both there next week. So that'll be fun.
Yep,
That'll
and
be
then
good
we
stuff.
follow that right behind with the GT3 series the week after next. Road America is the next week, but the week after is Indy Road Course as well in the GT3. So we're all getting the taste of Indy here in the mid part of the season.
Yeah, I think the GT3 scheduler didn't read the dates correctly. We're supposed to have all 3 there that week, but it's all good.
It's all good. It all works out. We're okay.
It'll work
And
out.
again, thanks to all the fans. Thanks to all the members that come and race. We appreciate it. We have big things coming down the pipeline. Should have some announcements this weekend for a new series coming up here soon. And then we did put an announcement up here this week for our FGR Gen 6 Daytona 500 that we'll be holding at the end of the month. Actually, qualifying and duels will be January 31st, I believe, and then the actual 500 will be Friday, February 7th is what we have it slated for that. But then we also have another series that we'll be announcing probably this weekend. And getting that going. So, again, appreciate everybody for tagging along. And we will see you all back in the airwaves Sunday for the tape delayed race from the Gen 6 race Saturday night at Iowa. And then we'll be back next Monday and next Wednesday for the IndyCar and GT3 race. Until then, y'all have a great night.
Meow.